Governor Nixon vetoed Senate Bill 493, which would have diverted taxpayer dollars to private schools and worsened the challenges students and families in struggling school districts face.
Senate Bill 493 would undermine our schools, shortchange students, and impose new financial hardships on families, and it simply cannot become law. If you take public money against the Constitution and begin to give that to private schools, that you begin to undermine public education.
It ought to be about educating students all over the state. Everybody loses when we have a district or a group of students in that state who are not learning.
Public education is about that every child, regardless of where they come from, that walks through the door has an equal opportunity to succeed, and public education has an equal responsibility for that child to succeed.
The governor cites three main reasons for his veto. Senate Bill 493 fails to solve problems resulting from the existing transfer law that it was intended to address. Recently, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, together with the State Board of Education and members of the community, have stepped in and put in place a plan to move these troubled districts forward.
Community effort, and if there's anything good about what's happened with Normandy and Riverview, is that it's created a crisis, and sometimes it seems like in our country, you need to have a crisis before you sort of get people to pay attention.
Longer school year, new transitional classrooms, and new community partnerships. These steps are intended to provide for a continuation of the transfer option for the current transfer students and preserve the ability of 4,000 Normandy students to attend public schools in their community.
I really believe strongly that in schools that are in dense poverty, which these are, that it's going to take wraparound services, what are called wraparound services. The best curriculum and the best teachers in the world aren't going to be able to do it alone.
At the start of the legislative session, Governor Nixon outlined his plan to fully fund the K-12 Foundation formula, along with other initiatives to improve public education statewide.
He's really been a friend of education all the way along, particularly in the funding.
To read more about Governor Nixon's education policy, visit governor.mo.gov.